lucky little girl. It's very warm inside. It's very cold outside. Now let's go check on Morris. Stripe's gone out now, and he's out here somewhere too. Morris! Good morning! Morris, buddy! Must be out gallivanting. I checked a little while ago and he was in his bed still, but we'll walk over there. Yep, 17 degrees. It was just a mite bit cold last night. Morris! When he's warm and he's in his bed, well, here comes Stripe. Bet that asphalt's cold on those paws. There was Morris. I came in to get the ice out of the water bowl the chickens drink out of. Good morning, Morris. He was just up the hill in the sun using the bathroom because I really don't think he left. You know, you don't want to leave your warm bed because then you got to use body heat and stuff to get it all going again. But his heaters are on over there and the heater's on here. I would pick that up and clean up the back steps, but it's glued to the steps right now because it was wet. Yeah, it's frosty. Every time I go outside or come inside, my glasses are fogging over this morning. I've been around to the front yard and put out bird seed and fixed flags. We had some 35-mile-an-hour wind gusts last night. It was kind of crazy. I'm surprised there's not more branches down in the yard. I picked a few up off the parking pad up here, but nothing serious. In the center is totally liquid, and just on the very edge is there a little bit of ice, and it's just top, you know, stuff, not serious. You gonna come see me? Huh? You gonna come see me? Hi. He goes, no, I'm not gonna come see you. I'm gonna go for my morning walk, Mom. Please don't go far. Please don't take Morris too far with you. That was cute. Morris seems to be doing just fine this morning. You know, I really stressed over him last night. If you think it was a casual thing for me, it was far from it. And I talked it over with Dawn, and I know I can crate him one time if I really, really need to, but I gotta use that one time for like strong hurricane force winds or something, or 5 degrees, or I gotta be careful about it. Good morning, Gray. There you are. Hi. Hello. There you are. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. You can see where I threw ice out the door after getting it to release from a couple of the not heated bird baths. But I just refreshed the water here and in the heated metal bowl, and there was no ice film whatsoever, which has been my experience the last 2 winters and so far this winter. So that one really just stays totally ice free no matter what. But yeah, it had, all that wind yesterday, it had crap in it. Don and I are out and about doing our pogo thing and headed to the gym. And Don's also going to drop me by Harris Teeter. He's got a conference call, but you can take it from the car. So we're coming into the parking lot, and someone like me, who's very social and not afraid to talk to people, waved Dawn down as she was walking with her cookies, an older lady too.
You didn't offer us no cookies.
Yeah, well, that's just as well, because you would have had to told her no. And I bet when she leaves, she regrets that she didn't offer you one. She's going to realize that she forgot that.
Yeah, well, we were having her go in 9 different directions at once. So
right. Anyway, she was headed to her ID4, and she waved Dawn down. And she goes, "This is electric, isn't it?" And Dawn said, "Yes." And she goes, "What is it?" And we said, "It's a Tesla Model Y." And she had all these questions. And I said, "I know you don't know us from Adam, but why don't you hop in the back seat and we'll take you for a short drive."
Yeah.
She wanted to witness hands-free driving,
right.
FSD. She kind of knew a couple of words. She's married.
Yeah.
And anyway, her lease is up. And she wanted to know what she should get instead because she's not super happy with the ID4. Hadn't been horrible for her, but she's not super happy with it. Thinks there must be something better. And we said, go get a Tesla. So I think it's fair to say she really enjoyed her ride.
Right. She's very impressed. I agree.
And she has some concerns about driving as an older person that makes her feel like that the FSD technology is the right move for her. And we explained that you could try it out for a month, keep it as a monthly subscription, buy it, that the cost of it didn't seem a concern to her, more that it would do for her what she needed it to do. So she's got my phone number.
Yeah.
And we told her to let us know if she got questions. I offered to come drive with her the first time she uses FSD if she gets one. Yeah. And I'm serious about it. I will absolutely get in the car with anyone else that wants someone in the car with them for the first time. Yeah. I've done it before, and I'd be glad to do it again. And that was fun. I volunteered Dawn up for the day. The only thing that's hard is really, 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 really hard to let Don talk while he's driving and handle it, because I know all that stuff too, and I like to be super helpful, and it was almost torture that I couldn't talk, that I had to try to stay quiet. But she does have home charging. Yeah. Duke came out and installed a charger for her. So she's never charged, I don't think, any place but at home. Right. So any Wi she gets is going to have plenty of range, and she's not going to have any issue with charging. And so I hope to hear from her again. Yeah, we showed how Grok does the navigation. We were able to put in the directions for Grok to navigate to it. And I think she was very impressed. I think she's going to order one. Yeah, I think I think we sold a Tesla. Yeah. She says release it now. The Tesla sells itself, but Butts and Seats really sells one. So yeah. Exactly, and definitely, we did tell her to probably stay away from the Model 3 only because it's lower to the ground, and just like a lot of us, she's not as flexible as she used to be. Yep, I think that's the only reason why is we don't recommend the Model 3 for people that look like they need a little higher ride height. She actually mentioned liking to sit up high. She was shorter. Yep. Yeah. So Model 3 would be a great car too, but yeah. Generally speaking, Dawn and I have a strong preference for the Model Y because of the ride height and the how much easier it is to get in and out. Right. So. Yep. And I just want to add that it seemed to me like the fact that the Juniper looks so radically different than all the other Teslas was appealing to her. And that's the only reason why she didn't know what it was. Some people don't realize the new light bar front end look Tesla is a Tesla. It's what happens to pans of bacon that come out of the oven at our house. It very quickly disappears. Here's Don's mid-afternoon meal, his first meal of 2 of the day. When we were driving around in Robot, the car said it was 35. A has 33 up on the screen. I didn't look at Tempest. It's not real warm out here, but we're above freezing. We had a subscribe and save delivery. Really nice young driver today. Likes cats. Offered to put this box for me wherever I wanted it. But I said, hey, just set it here. Because there's cat food in there. And what that means, well, actually, it looks like there's energy drinks in here for Johnny. What that means is, typically, is that some of it goes in the garage and some of it goes in the house, and it's better just to leave it here, and then I can individually walk it in either direction. But I was impressed, smiled, friendly, helpful, so that was appreciated. I'm gonna work on the Lego Christmas tree for a bit. Bags 5 through 9 make up the trunk of the tree. I'm gonna do at least 5 and 6 while we wait on dinner to cook. So I think I told you that the inside of the Christmas tree is a little house. So we've got a fireplace here and a door and a mailbox and some other stuff. It's not ready to go on the base yet, but it's gonna go on. I don't know if it goes like this or the other way. But yeah, it's got threads and a hole down through the center to go into this hole, which is part of what spins the train. So there's going to be some other moving stuff. So the next bag builds the piece that goes on top of this. I'm going to guess it goes this way. I don't know that for a fact, but that's my guess. I'm stopping. Dinner's in less than 10 minutes. I don't have time to do another bag. I'm happy for the 2 that I got to do.
I've removed the guts from the AMS. It comes out with 2 screws, and you have to slip the PTFE tube out, and then 2 screws, and there's 2 connectors, this connector and that connector. And I took it out, put it over here, because what had happened is the white spool, it had filled the bottom of the AMS with filament. Every time I told it to reread, it would turn the spool a couple times, a couple feet of filament would come out, and it would never pass the sensor on the back, or never pass the sensor. So I said, oh, I need to feed some more. So anyway, about 20 feet of filament was filling the bottom of the AMS. It just spiraled around the inside of it, and that's because the PTFE tube is split, and so that filament came down this tube, and it jumped on the outside of the tube, and then instead of continuing down the tube coming out the other end, it exited into the bottom of the AMS. Anyway, simple. I have lots of these PTFE tubes, and doing a little maintenance. You could see a lot of the, it's this thing is, it never stops, and it's holding up really well. I mean, it'll be 2 years in March. And this is the first time I've replaced the tubes. Looking at the others, they look okay. So I'm just going to replace the one, and we'll see. But put it back together, and hopefully that'll do the trick. Okay, all back together. Booted up, filament reloaded, desiccant changed. Really good. This pack of filament PTFE tubes came with the printer, and so there's different sizes, and of course this is the old one, and I just found the one in the bag that matched and put it on there. I mean, that was really a very simple repair. Fingers crossed that that's going to be good, and she'll be able to print.